You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place.
But I want to help Miss Mudido with her
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders.
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. But so as soon as Bernie...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, Sid?
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the...
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse break. I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it...
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day, Bear, and we must lift. The operation may be dangerous.
I know, but griping about my...
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs something I can't do with the infirmary is...
Just tell me what...
No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she, unfortunately for you, I do.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Clive, wait. I've been wanting to ask you, where did you get...
My father. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon?
It certainly adds Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but in one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as gut. His name...
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly. A girl from the northern one awakens...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal...
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. Just when his master...
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those...
Quite. Though Torg, his latent birthright as a frost, it had only to be...
Oh, get...
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn,
There you are! I've been looking everywhere. I need you to introduce...
lies.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, but I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers, just you wait.
Then I look forward. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for...
Largely, we have myriad sightings of strange souls. If only we knew for certain.
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's...
What?
Word.
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't.
You have nothing to worry about on that.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those that... Which is why I came. To learn the full...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffer. 2? And I'm afraid...
A fleet sailing south past port is...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet, and we come here in our... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the... Now I think about it, there was something a little... The men seemed almost as if they believed or were made.
You have a key, and you have your answer. To find Kupka, it may well have gone cold by now. But as they say...
Allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad if it... Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be...
Mid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto.
You're not going in there?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang are all... You have any trouble on the way? You ask for Rosina.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But...
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on her.
All right, Uncle.
We shall